All right, why don't we go with an energy weather update where we take a look at the energies around us because we don't control what energies come in. We can only control how we behave within them. So what's setting up right now? There's a couple of things going on you might notice. You might notice I want to call it your spidey sense, your intuition might not be working as good as normal. Your judgment might be a little off. Might be better to defer to others for a couple of days here. That started rolling in probably about Saturday. It's probably going to stretch between, say, a couple of days ago on Saturday up till about the 23rd or so. Okay? It's fine. It's temporary. It's happening. Usually fog, I call it fog. Fog like that rolls in because something's changing. Circumstances are changing. And the energy around us almost as though it thinks of it like an idea or plans it. It's not really planning it, but it seems to feel that way. Wants us to limit our decisions, our intuitive choices and things like that. Wants to limit our free will decisions, basically. So let other people make some choices for a while. If in the game of follow the leader, be the follower. Just for a few days. You might have to. You might find your normal intuition lets you down. You might find that. Here in the pre-shuffle, I've got something very interesting. I've got a Four of Cups crossed by a Chariot with a Page of Pentacles. That's my student, by the way. And a Three of Wands. I've got somebody you're normally not interested in. Okay? Somebody. It feels like a somebody. It could be a something. Okay? But it feels like a somebody. Somebody you're normally not interested in, you learn something about, and all of a sudden you get very interested. Now, I will point out, roles can be reversed. This could be somebody's normally not interested in you at all. All of a sudden, they find something out about you, and all of a sudden they want to be your best buddy. Okay? I mean, it's possible. It happens, you know. I'm not sure, but that's what I've got in the surface energy. I got a Hierophant here as well. Again, somebody finds out you're more powerful than they thought you were, or you find out somebody else is more powerful than you thought they were. It could be, it's either one of those things. How does that tie to my initial energy read of your intuition failing you or whatever? Well, if it's somebody coming towards you, you might be inclined to just be flattered. You might be inclined to succumb to flattery. Be careful about that, okay? If it's the other way around, and you're sudden, I doubt it's the other way around, because I don't think you're that superficial that you'd all of a sudden find out somebody is somebody and then, oh, I really like that person now. I highly doubt you'll like that and high vibrational enough to be part of a soulmate cycle. But assuming maybe you are, and that's something you do, it's possible the mechanisms that would normally stop you from doing something like that, behaving that way, aren't in place. Okay? Something along those lines. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. Let's pull 3 cards and a bottom card. Look, it's mostly just a heads-up reading. Heads up. Your intuition's not going to be as sharp as it usually is for a few days. Okay? And heads up, somebody who normally doesn't give you any attention at all might all of a sudden learn something about you, find out you're more powerful than you are, find out you got a YouTube channel, find out you're a big wig at your office, who knows? It's something higher up, right? Something Hierophant related. And then all of a sudden they want to be your best friend. You might succumb to flattery in this energy. Be careful about that, right? Listen to what other people are saying to you about that situation. And don't come back with some line of, well, I'm going to trust my instincts and not listen to you. I just got done telling you your instincts are shit for the next few days. So just defer to other people a little more than you normally would. Okay? All right. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Whenever you find it, you are meant to find it. Although I am putting the time frame on it of maybe Saturday, the 18th through probably around the 23rd or 24th or so. Okay? Something around there. But, again, you could be moving at different speed. It might affect you a week later. Who knows? I have no idea. We don't control the energies that come in, just how we behave within them. All right. The King of Swords is at the bottom. That's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. So we're going to see what the universe wants to tell us about everything I've been saying. The energetic weather update is done. I've given it to you. I give it to you. Every one of these energy weather update readings, I give it to you in the pre-shuffle and anything I say around it. Okay? That's the surface energy. That's the surrounding energies. Now, we're going to go a little deeper and talk about it. Maybe there's something else you need to know. Maybe it's about this person who's coming in all of a sudden, right? Needs something from you. Somebody, this is your energy attached to this King of Swords. Somebody sees you now as powerful where they didn't before. Now, that can be good or bad. Usually I find power bad. I try to keep to myself quite a bit. I don't want anybody to know I can do stuff. I can fix things. You know, I can do lots of things. The fixing things I try to keep quiet. Anybody knows you fix cars or you can do plumbing, that's akin to having a van. If people know you have a van, people you've never even heard of will call you to move a couch. I mean, it's insane. If you have a van, hide it. Camouflage it, cover it with shit in the back of your driveway somewhere. If people ask what that is, just say, oh, I don't know. It's all old garbage cans or something. I have no idea. You know, that kind of a thing. Somebody here knows you can do stuff now or something. Knows something about you, okay? Thinks you can do something for them. All right? You may have to tell them to go fuck themselves a little bit. You're embodying this energy. It's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. Oh, God, yeah, don't let people find out anything about you. Oh, because you know Steve can fix cars. Oh, fuck, oh, that's the first thing gets me a phone call every time it happens. Oh, all right, 9 of Cups. I tell any friend, if you ever tell anybody I fix a stranger, a new person in the circle, that I fix things, a car, plumbing, anything, you're out. King of Swords, your ass, right out of the friend category. All right? Shut the motherfucker up. They go to a goddamn repair shop like a normal person. All right? Unless they're a redhead and they're putting out. In which case, well, I'll take a look at the car at least. I mean, I could at least take a look. Right? I mean, you never know. Anyway, King of Swords crossing. You know how I feel about redheads. Crossing the 9 of Cups. These are reds, center, left, right. Let me ad-lib. Let me just riff on this a little bit here. I don't joke about anything or say anything that isn't part of these readings. Whether I was joking about the van you bury in the back of your driveway and cover with camouflage, weeds and all kinds of stuff. I don't joke about anything that's not part of the energy. It's exactly what I said. Somebody found out something about you and it's suddenly a dream of theirs can come true. The dream come true. That's fine. Good for them. Woohoo. Right? And you might be very flattered by this. This does not end well for you if you help this person. Oh, it never does. No good deed goes unpunished. Listen, if you ever doubted that saying, I got stories I could tell you. I can help you understand what no good deed goes unpunished means. Let me tell you something. Oh, you think you're being kind. You helped them fix the car a little bit, get it running. Oh, yeah, then they got other shit that needs fixed. Oh, they got this that needs fixed. They got that needs fixed. And then, it's never what can they do for you. Is there any way I can repay you? People say that. They don't mean it. They don't, 9 times out of 10, they don't fucking mean it. And I'm only telling you all this with only mild exaggeration, by the way, because it doesn't end well for you. It ends up being a tiring mess for nothing. There's nothing that comes of it. And I think in this energy, the fact that your judgment might be a little bit off, even though it's normally fantastic, and I know it is, it might be a little bit off. I think you might be a little bit flattered by this and you might help out. I've been there. I understand. I get it. But if you give people an inch, most people will try to grab a mile or two. Okay? They really will. Just keep that in mind. Other people around you may be trying to warn you about this. Okay? Or maybe I'm the other person around you that's warning you about this. Take my advice. Don't listen to your fucking intuition or you're flattered. Oh, Steve's just being Steve. I'll help this person out. Oh, you're fucked. Nothing comes of it. You end up sitting in a void and you end up somebody's go-to. It's a bit of it leaves you with a bittersweet feeling. All right, and I'd love to tell you this Four of Swords is healing, but it's not. It's just a fucking void. All right. I'm not even going to clarify. I'm going to just pull 3 more cards and a crossing card, see what the universe wants to tell me about this. Just talk to me about this. Okay. By the way, randomly at the bottom, in case I haven't made my point enough already, is 3 swords. Look at Kurt. Look at Kurt Cobain in pain, or Peppermint Patty. I don't want to alienate anybody, but look at him. Why didn't I listen to Steve? Yeah. Why? I don't know. I've been in this situation enough times. Believe me, I've been Kurt right there. All right, here we go. 3 cards and a crossing card. Could be somebody else associated too, like I said, you know. I remember my sister said one time, I told my new boyfriend, what the hell was his name? It wasn't Tommy. It was some weird name that sounded like Tommy. It was supposed to be, I mean, if you looked at it, you'd think it was Tommy, but he actually pronounced it Thommy. You know, like he pronounced the TH. I mean, it was just, I remember that fucking guy. Anyway, she's like, I told Thommy you'll work on cars. He thinks that's really cool. He may give you a call. Like, I give a fuck what Thommy fucking wants, right? Like, well, why? Why is he calling me? He's banging you, not me. I don't give a fuck, right? It could, again, I don't joke about anything that's not in the reading. It could play out like that, right? Somebody with a stupid name pronounced incorrectly, right, might all of a sudden decide you're pretty cool and they're going to give you a call. Yeah? Fuck off. All right, here we go. 3 cards and a bottom card. And all you want to do is chill, you know? Look, your judgment just might be a little off this week. Look, here's a Hierophant. That's fucking amazing because I think we had a Hierophant in the pre-shuffle, didn't we, or something like that? Yeah, I think so. So you're the expert, are you? Okay, here we go. The 7 swords. Oh God. The Emperor. Yeah, you are. You're the guy. Okay. And why is the 7 swords here? This is what I'm concerned about. The 2 of Pentacles. Other people's judgment is off too. Okay? the Hierophant and the Emperor is, it's obvious. You're the, you've got the skills necessary. But the thing is, and then this can happen a lot, especially when people's judgment is off. It's not just you, it's everybody, right? Although the people around you, the incoming energy towards you, it might be better for you to listen to than any outgoing energy from yourself, just for a few days. All right, so keep that in mind. That kind of cancels it out a little bit. However, as far as the outgoing energy, other people's intuition, they're hearing what they want to hear. This is an energy of the tail grows taller on down the line, right? It's not just, oh, Steve's viewer works on cars. No, it's Steve's viewer used to work for Boeing and builds jet engines into cars and all this. I mean, it's by the time you're confused why this person's even coming up to you when they start talking. You're like, what? That's not, what do you say? What? I put a jet engine in no, I didn't do that. In a 74 Pinto? No, I did not put a jet engine in a 74 Pinto. I did not do, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't anybody, okay? I mean, the damn thing's caught fire. They got their own Wikipedia page. Arguably the worst car ever made, So the tail grows taller on down the line. So you might be confused. This might tie in with the flattery a little bit. I'm exaggerating to be cheeky, but it might tie in with the flattery. You are going to be easily flattered in this energy. Your usual defenses might be a little thin, okay? And I said might. It might affect you some of you worse than others. It's this whole reading is a heads up. That's all. Take it how you want to take it. Don't take me literally. Just catch my drift. Okay? You know, don't come at me and go, well, this can't be for me. I don't fix cars. Honestly, if you can't think laterally beyond that, this might not be the channel for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not about fixing cars. Okay? It's just in general. Somebody finds out something about you, but by the time they've run with it a little bit, it's whatever it is they found out. Maybe you're a doll maker, maybe you're a seamstress, maybe you're a clog dancer. Whatever it is, you've done something amazing. You know, you put a jet engine in a doll. I mean, I don't know. Whatever the case here, the tail grew taller on down the line, and you're a little confused as to why they've come to you. So let's find out what you should do here. Okay, let's just sort of take it from there. That's interesting. That wouldn't have come out had I clarified over here. There is nothing in it for you to help this person or whatever. Somebody's obviously thinks you can solve their problems for them. And what's interesting is underneath that King of Swords, you know, we never looked, right, is an Emperor. There you are sitting right there. How about that? Huh? I tell you, you know, again, just because somebody thinks you can solve their problems, that's fine. But for some reason, it's not an equal give and take energy. It's not for the greater good. It's just take from you. And it leaves you completely drained. It leaves you void. Okay? So be careful. If I were you, for the next week or so, I would just lay low. There's some big energies happening. I got big readings coming. I got Uranus moving into Gemini, right? Which thankfully is preceded by it going into Gemini with its mom. Venus is going into Gemini with it. You know, we've talked about that before. You know, Uranus and Gemini is scaring the bejesus out of historians that also study astrology. They're freaking out. But fortunately, it's going in with its mom this time. Venus is coming in to soften the blow a little bit with it. So it's sort of Uranus and Gemini light, but it's still a big energy. And it would explain why the universe is putting some fog around you. Okay? But that fog is also creating a bit of a mystique, you know. Again, the tail grew taller on down the line. You know. You didn't just work on cars. No, you were at Boeing. You were designing jet engines. You know, you helped put a man on Neptune. You know, and they believed it. 'Cause we never had a man on Neptune, but apparently they believed that you helped put a man there. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? A man on Neptune? I didn't do any of that. You know, it is a bit of that. All right. Let's get a final outcome for you on this. All right. Let's just. It's the devil. It's the devil. Devil. Look, I can dig it. When your normal high vibration defenses are down, right? Your high vibration shields are missing, okay? A little bit, or, you know, compromised in some way. I said you might succumb to flattery here. Yeah, I put a man on Neptune. Yeah, I helped do that. We put a rocket in a 74 Pinto, and we shot him out there. Sure, yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was great. Fast winds, I'll tell you. Fast winds on there on Neptune. So we use that to our advantage. You know, you may run with it. You may run. I'm exaggerating to be cheeky, but you may run with the flattery. All right. Look, be careful about that. Okay. Be careful. Your normal defenses, your normal sanity is a little thin right now. And it's happening for a reason. I suspect it has a lot to do with Uranus changing signs. But there's some other things going on with the Earth's magnetic field right now that are making everybody feel a little bit wonky. Okay? I'll just be honest. That's not going to show up in your horoscopes because they don't look at the Earth's magnetic field. But I do. And I can tell you there's some wonky there. All right? So what's this crossing? Let's just... 3 swords. Oh, okay. Keep in mind, I think we've had 3 swords already, but it was from another deck, I think. It was Kurt Cobain in Pain, wasn't it? Or something along those lines? I don't remember. Anyway, 10 wands, 8 swords. You're not doing yourself any motherfucking favors. You're not doing yourself any favors. It's going to be hard to resist this. Your normal defenses are gone. But listen, every sign that I get, helping this person, listening to this person, feeding into, yeah, I put a man on Neptune. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we're the shop that did that. Yeah, we'll take your business. You know, that kind of a thing. It comes back to bite you. You feel, what the fuck was I thinking? What's going on? It ends in some kind of shame or pain or both, right? It's just the way it is. All right, so if I were you, I would lay low. I would listen more to the advice of other people around you that you trust, okay? Be careful about this. You're normal. If you're a very high vibrational person, I'm sure you are, the shields that normally protect you are a little lower. You're very, very, very susceptible to flattery over the next few days, okay, with the surrounding energies. Which implies as well that some of you might be a little extra depressed. If you suffer from depression, or if you're just kind of bummed about how your life's going at the moment, you might be a little extra bummed. You might hit a bit of a dip. Anything to boost you up, it might make you feel really good, you know. That's all I'm saying. The tail grew taller on down the line, and you're drinking it up, potentially. So it doesn't end well. Don't bother. Don't waste your time. Listen to other people. Focus on yourself. Focus on a hobby. Focus on something you've got going on. If you don't have a hobby or a project, start one. I don't care what you do. I have no ideas. Do sand art, right? The most boring thing from my childhood, sand art. You used to get these kits with the colored sand and a little thin glass jar, and you'd pour the sand in, and then you'd put a toothpick in and push down, and oop, there's a bird, right? And then you pour another layer of sand over the top. Oh, it's fucking shit. I mean, try that. Whatever it is, knock yourself out, okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best for you, okay? All right. Good luck.